Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anthony. Today I have a super exciting video for you guys. We're gonna be playing with Midas Cosmetics and one of their, I don't know if it's a newer palette, but one of their probably most popular palettes, the Flower Bomb palette. I use this palette to get this look that you see right here. So if you wanna see how I got this look and my thoughts on this palette, stay tuned. I always wanna say Midas. I don't know why. Nobody ever told me that that's how it's pronounced, but so this is the Flower Bomb palette. Oh, I'll have the prices of everything written somewhere on the screen for you. Wait till you see the inside of this bad boy. Look at these freaking shadows, guys. Like, can you even get over it? Because I can't get over it. We have such an interesting array of textures. You have a bunch of mattes. You have a few shimmer shades. And then you have a bunch of like pressed glitter shades, as well as like these down here kind of look like glitter toppers. Look at that. So pretty. I feel like I want to mess with this color story right here, this little trio, and then maybe throw in one of these glitters. I have to use a glitter. Like, what would be the point of me even getting on to not use a glitter? This is a Latina owned brand, so I'm very excited to support. It is Hispanic Heritage Month, this month and every month, okay? Shoot. But anyway, water, of course. Already did my brows a little bit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with the Smashbox lid primer, which is my favorite lid primer right now. I always use this lid primer. I don't even know if they make this anymore, but I think NARS makes one that's comparable. It has a little bit of a tint, so it cancels out the lids, but it also isn't super thick like the paint pots from MAC. I think I wanna do like a halo eye today, just because I haven't done a halo eye in forever. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe E17 brush. It's pretty clean, I wiped it off, and I'm just gonna go right into this orange shade right there. We're just gonna start adding that in the outer corner. It's pretty nice. So with the halo eye, naturally, you know, you want to kind of focus your colors on the outer and inner corners. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm taking this orange and we're just kind of building it up on the outer corner right there. So the shadow seems to blend really well. This is the shade Daffodil, by the way. I'm so not used to saying the shade names. It seems to blend really well. It's not the most pigmented, but it is building up very nicely. And I know a lot of people don't prefer to have shadows that are like extremely pigmented. Depending on if you're used to that or not, sometimes those can be a little hard to work with. But so far the formula is pretty nice. Like, it is definitely blending very nicely, not patchy at all. And you guys can see for yourself, it is still giving a nice amount of pigment. So I'm just gonna kind of build that up a little bit, go in on the other side and do the same thing. The shadow is laying down very nicely. Like you guys saw, I didn't really go in with any transition shade or you know, any skin tone shade. I just went right in with the orange because, as you can see guys, this is a colorful palette, okay? There's not really many skin tone shades in here, and I really like that. Like, how many neutral palettes do you need? My heart is with some color, for sure. I'm gonna go in with the Sigma E42 brush. This is one of my favorite brushes, especially because, I don't know, I like to be more precise with my application. And I'm gonna go right into this hibiscus shade right there, which is a kind of like a magenta. This one looks like it's gonna be very pigmented. Let's see. Oh yeah. Now this shade is pigmented. Adding it in the same places that I added the orange without taking it all the way up, because I still want the orange to peek through the top. And it is blending very nicely on top of this orange. Sometimes you get a palette and the shadows don't play well together. This plays well together. So I'm gonna go back in, just do the same thing on the inner portion of the eye. this shade is much more pigmented. It could be that it's just a darker shade, like a deeper shade, so it's showing up a little bit better. Doesn't seem to be a super powdery like type of eyeshadow formula, which is really nice. I don't really care if I have fallout, but this palette doesn't seem to have that concern anyway, so which is nice. I know some people really hate that. So I am gonna go back in just with the Morphe E17 brush, go back into Daffodil, this first orange shade there, just to kind of diffuse the top a little bit and just leaving that center alone. I'm really liking how this is blending so far. Like, I just want to keep adding shadow, but I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna move forward and I am going to take a sip of my cup. So I think I am gonna kind of like re-emphasize the center. I'm gonna use the Makeup Shack T39 brush, one of my favorite flat shader brushes that I use to put on glitters and stuff like that. I'm gonna take the shade Clover, which is this beautiful, what would you call this shade, guys? Help me out. Is it a teal? I don't know if this is a teal. No, teal's a little darker than that, right? Sea green? I don't know. Oh my God. I really, really like how this shimmer just went on my lid with a brush, mind you. I'm not using, you know, spray or anything like that. Straight up just this brush. I mess with it. It almost comes off as like a mint on the eyes. So I feel like it looks a little bit deeper in the pan than the way it comes off on the actual eyelid, which is fine. I think that if I wanted it to be deeper, I could always go in with Plumeria, which is the matte shade underneath. But honestly, that looks so pretty. Oh my God, I just love that color. I'm gonna take a little bit of hibiscus and kind of just start blending these outer corners, just so that way it's not like such a harsh line. But remember, you know, we're using very contrasting colors. So, I mean, it's gonna look kind of stark no matter what, and that's okay. And like I mentioned earlier, these shades are blending so nicely on each other. I don't know what formula this is, but this is a good formula if you ask me. So I want to try this beautiful kind of like a sea green, you know, it looks very similar to this shade. I wonder how it'll translate, but this is a pressed glitter. So I want to try that, and I'm going to use the same brush, the T39 from Makeup Shack. Definitely is not picking up that well with this brush. So I'm going to go in with the Sigma E54 medium sweeper brush and see if that has a better chance of picking it up. That is so pretty. Can y'all see that? These are definitely more like glitter toppers. They're not like super concentrated glitter. I'm going to try with my finger. Yeah. So this is definitely more like a topper. Definitely goes on better with your finger. You see that reflectiveness? I'll be honest, there's not too much fallout, like from the matte shades nor the shimmer, and not even this glitter topper. I do have a few pieces of glitter here and there. It's really not too bad though, at all. I'm gonna take the Morphe 508 brush, and we are gonna go into this Plumeria shade, which is the matte version of this shade, it seems, maybe a little bit deeper. And we're gonna go in under the lash line. Gonna kind of keep it out here. I know it looks really dramatic right now, but again, I don't have any face makeup on. So I am gonna go off camera, do my base, and then I'll come back and let's put on the lashes together, because I did get a pair of lashes from them. So yeah, I'll be right back. Boom. a little face, a little beat. Now it's dramatic, but it's all dramatic, so it makes sense. So I'm done with the eyes, guys. I'm done with the eyes. As you can see, I have a little face. I have these lashes here from the same brand, from Midas Cosmetics, not Midas, Midas. I'm not sure if these have a name. There's a sticker on the back that says, "What's your damage?" So I wonder if that's the name. These are foam ink lashes, and it says you can use them up to 23 times. Cruelty free. These are the lashes. Ooh. Nice and dramatic to go with the eye. So I'm just gonna go ahead and size these up. I've never worn these before. So of course, guys, this isn't a lash tutorial, but you always want to size your lashes. Now these look like they're gonna fit without me having to trim them. So I'm not gonna worry about trimming them. That's it, guys. That's me trying Midas Cosmetics for the first time. So let's run through this real quick. This palette, I love this palette. Like, I don't have anything else like this in my collection, honestly. Just with this variety of shades, with the variety of textures. I do want to play a little bit more with some of these shades because these look like they're more pressed glitter, which they are. Yeah, so these are a little bit more of like a pressed glitter versus the glitter topper, which is kind of what I have on my eyes today. So I just love the variety of shades in here. I love how they apply. Like I mentioned, these aren't like pressed pigments, which I think a lot of companies are leaning more towards these days, which is like the very pigmented, you push your brush in there, put it on your eye, and it's like bam, color. This is not like that. This is more like a sheer buildable formula, but that also is really nice. And as you can see on my eyes, it still showed up. I wonder how some of these shades would work on deeper skin. I'm very excited to use these for more colorful looks, more dramatic looks. I mean, this is a winner for me. I'm so glad I purchased this. It really is something to, you know, check out. I highly recommend this palette. The packaging is beautiful. I love this artwork. Whoever did this artwork for the packaging, A+. I think it is just so pretty. I think this is very unique. Midas Cosmetics, you did very good with this. The lashes, I like the lashes. They are very comfortable. Like I mentioned, just from feeling them, they're very light on the eye. You don't really feel them. They went on very easily. I like this style of lash because they don't really close up my eyes very much. They kind of just add some drama. You can kind of see through them to see my eyeshadow, but they definitely add the drama. You know what I mean? So you're definitely gonna see these lashes. They're not so long that they're like touching my brow bone or anything like that, but they're also not what I would call a natural lash. I definitely will link their website down below in the description box for you guys. Spend your coin immediately. It is so worth it. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a Latina owned brand. So shout out to my Latinas and my Latinos that are doing their thing, breaking generational curses, you know what I'm saying? Starting their businesses. I'm so happy to support another Latina owned brand that is killing it in the game right now. If you guys have tried anything from this brand, let me know your thoughts and what you like, because I know they have like setting powders. They have a face palette in collaboration with Neon MUA, which is super dope. I actually ordered this before I realized that that was happening, or else I probably would have ordered some of that stuff too. But just overall, A+ on the brand. A+ for what the brand stands for. They're very much about inclusivity within not only the makeup space, but within the Latino makeup space, or in the Latino community in general, which I think is amazing. And so I just love everything that they're doing. If you guys like this video, of course, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Share this video with anybody that you know that loves makeup, that is interested in this palette, in this brand, especially boys who are trying to get into makeup, who, you know, maybe need a little encouragement. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you guys the next time.